Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Brian Nickel with Corey Riddle. Michaela Clipper back at the station for us tonight, controlling the boards for us. The Alameda Pirates come into this game 3-6 overall, 0-3 in league, averaging 29.7 points a game. Overall 19 in league. They're giving up 40 points a game, 43 in league. Their head coach is Vaughn Miller. Assistant coaches are Nick Schwab and Amanda Rodriguez. Fort Morgan girls come in 4-6 overall, 3-0 in league. Sit atop the Colorado 7 League with the Elizabeth Pirates at 3-0, averaging 33.1 points a game and giving up 49.1 points a game overall. Last year, the Fort Morgan Mustang girls won both these games by scores of 56-34 and 68-46. We're going to take a short break and then be back with the starting lineups and the start of the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, the introduction of the players. We'll give you the starting lineup for the Alameda Pirates. Valencia Lucero, a junior. Another junior is Savannah Vigil. Sophomore Angel Bernard. Senior Jaylene Pierce. And senior Holly Dock. Their head coach Vaughn Miller, assistant coaches Nick Schwab and Amanda Rodriguez. Fort Morgan starting lineup is brought to you by Cargill Beef. Cargill Beef is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. Starting tonight for your Lady Mustangs, sophomore Kelsey Shaver, sophomore Hallie Shaver, sophomore Haley Lewis, junior Abby Mussman, and senior Lindsay Nestor. Head coach is Andy Schoen. His assistants Dennis Strumke and Carlos Gutierrez. So this game tonight should be much more competitive than the one that we had last night, as Fort Morgan comes in 3-0 in league. Alameda is 0-3. I think we'll see a little different outcome tonight than what we saw last night.
I'm sure we will.
Fort Morgan Lady Mustang just ran into I guess you'd call it a buzzsaw last night in the Sterling girls. They're a top-notch organization down there at Sterling, as they'll probably they play like they have been. They'll probably end up back in the finals in the 3A state championship. So we will get this game underway here shortly. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for you? Call Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote. So this game getting started a little late, so the boys' game probably will follow suit. Jumping for the Lady Mustangs is Haley Lewis, and she will jump against Jaylene Pierce, and going to be tipped and taken by the Lady Mustangs as they bring it back from the back court into the front court. Abby Mussman, now Lindsay Nestor down to Haley Lewis. Shot is up and no good, but rebounded on the backside by Abby Mussman. Abby Mussman puts it up and in for the first 2 points of the game. Fort Morgan up 2-0 as they try to get the ball underneath, and not quite taken away as the Pirates keep control of the ball. Trying to get their offense set up as Fort Morgan defense in a 2-3 zone. Pirates now pick the ball up, being guarded by Kelsey Shaver. over on the far side to Lucero. Now the ball on the ground, and they're going to call a jump, and that will stay with the Pirates, as they will now inbound right baseline of their basket. With almost 1 minute gone here in the first period, they get the ball in, taken away though by Haley Lewis. First turnover here by Alameda. Mussman over on the far side, now to Nestor over on the right side. Her shot is going to be up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded and taken away. Now a jump ball as Kelsey Shaver gets in and ties up Jaylene Pierce. So this will be possession arrow Fort Morgan. They get the ball into Haley Lewis, now to Mussman. Mussman to Nestor in the right corner. Dribbles the right baseline. Shot is going to be blocked, and it's going to be off of Jaylene Pierce and out of bounds. So Fort Morgan will inbounds right baseline of their basket. They get it into Mussman. Mussman into the lane. Her little jumper is up and off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Lewis. Her shot is back up and rolls off. Jaylene Pierce with the rebound. She gets it out to Angel Bernard. Angel Bernard keeps the dribble alive out front and gets it over to Vigil. And she stands out at the point. Far side now to Pierce. Back up top to Lucero. Doc over on the left side tries to clear her way out, but being double teamed. Now there's going to be an over and back on Alameda. Another turnover by the Pirates. Fort Morgan up 2-0. They need to take advantage of these turnovers. Had some shots right down at the basket, just couldn't get them to fall. Shaver over to Mussman. Now back to Shaver out at the top, over to Nestor. Nestor out at the three-point line. Mussman now out on the left wing. Nestor now for a deep two, and that is not going to catch anything, but out of bounds. Fort Morgan under the basket. So the Riley Bauman comes in for Nestor. Coach Schoen having a couple of words with Lindsay as she comes out. Tight defense here in the backcourt by the Lady Mustangs. Tipped away, but it's going to be, Alameda will control the ball. Out at the point is Vigil. She gets a pass back from Lucero. Backs it back out at the point over on this side to Doc. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Hallie Shaver, she gets it to Haley Lewis, and her shot is blocked. Kind of surprised her, I think. Ball underneath, going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Shaver now underneath to Haley Lewis. Lewis's shot is going to be up and no good, but I believe they called a foul on the shot. And that foul will go against Holly Dock, her first. So Haley Lewis to go to the line to shoot two.
First one's up and good.
3-0 Fort Morgan. Just under 5 minutes left in this first period. Second one is in and out. Looks like it was off of Alameda, and it is, so the Mustangs will control on their offensive end. Lindsay Nestor comes back in. Mussman comes out. Hallie Shaver gets the ball into Nestor, drives down the right baseline, underneath to Haley Lewis. Oh, up and in for Lewis. 5-0 Fort Morgan, 4:39 to go first period. A steal in the backcourt by Shaver. Layup is going to be up and no good, but on the backside is Kelsey Shaver with the bucket. Up and good. And Alameda will call a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. The first Fort Morgan score of the game was brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank, a bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. They're on the cutting edge of banking. Stop by 321 Anson and see what options they have available. Morgan Federal Bank, there is a difference. So 7-0 here with 4.5 to go in the first period. Fort Morgan with the lead. Ball is going to be taken away in the backcourt once again by Hallie Shaver, and that is up and good. Off the turnover, 9-0 Fort Morgan. Alameda quickly gets the ball up court to get it into the hands of Lucero. Shot is going to be up and no good. Ball is tipped around and finally taken by Kelsey Shaver. Nice hustle by Shaver to run that ball down in the corner. Now gets it off to Hallie Shaver. Underneath to Lewis. Little jumper from the left side is off the rim and no good. Tipped around, but it was tipped out of bounds by Alameda. So now Misty Martinez comes in for V-Hill for the Pirates. Shaver looks to get the ball in, to get it into Kelsey Shaver. Jumper from the right side is off the goes in, bounced around and goes in for Kelsey Shaver. 4 points on the night for Shaver, 11-0 Fort Morgan. As they called a carry in the backcourt, another turnover by the Pirates. As Nestor gets the ball into Hallie Shaver now, back to Nestor. Shaver over to Kelsey. Far side now to Nestor. She drives down left and gets it into Haley Lewis. Her banker is up and good from the left side, excuse me. Now full court press put on by the Lady Mustangs. They're going to have a reach foul, and I believe that was going to be on Hallie Shaver. Her first, team first. Mussman back in for Hallie Shaver. Pirates inbounds midcourt. Far side to Doc. Now they tried to get it underneath. Ball is tipped away. Nice job there by Lewis on another turnover. Underneath to Haley Lewis. Haley Lewis' shot is up and no good, but she will go back to the line to shoot two. And that foul is going to go on Valencia Lucero, her first, team second. Lewis's shot is up and rolls in. 14-0 Fort Morgan. Lewis on the year is averaging 67% from the free throw line. That is also up and good for Lewis. 7 points on the night for Haley Lewis. Another steal in the backcourt by Mussman as the Pirates cannot handle the press by the Mustangs. 15-0 here with 3 minutes left to get Haley Lewis underneath all alone. Up and good from the right side is Lewis. And they'll just keep feeding her the ball all night as long as that keeps working. Full court press again once by the Mustangs. Dribble through. Ball is going to be controlled by the Pirates. A jumper from just inside the three-point line is up and no good. So out of bounds off of Fort Morgan. Possession to the Pirates. They get the ball in. Out at the point. Now in the lane, but tipped away, but taken away by the Pirates. Angel Bernard being guarded by Kelsey Shaver. Get the ball underneath to Pierce. That shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded to Riley Bauman. She gets it off to Shaver. She gets it up across midcourt. Picks up her dribble. Now she hits Nestor down in the right corner. She gets to Bauman now underneath to Lewis. Lewis's shot is up and no good, but she is hacked on the shot. I believe that will go on Holly Dock. That will be her second, and that will send Haley Lewis back to the line to shoot two. She is 3 of 4 so far from the charity stripe tonight. First free throw is up and no good. First National Bank in Fleming. Bank your financial needs with a Logan County home-owned bank since 1917. First National Bank in Fleming, member FDIC. Second free throw up and good this time for Lewis. 2:05 to go here in the first period as Lewis comes out. Kelsey Shaver comes out. Amy Anderson in. And Hallie Shaver back into the game for the Mustangs. Full court press once again bothering the Pirates as they have not yet scored tonight, and that pass is going to be another turnover as it goes out of bounds on the far side. 18-0 Fort Morgan. This is kind of the way Fort Morgan was last night with Sterling. They couldn't score anything, and Sterling was putting up all kinds of points, but little different story tonight. Hallie Shaver brings the ball up across half court to get their offense set up. Back to Amy Anderson. I'm going to call Anderson for a travel, so turnover Mustangs.
It's the first turnover for tonight already for the Mustangs, and the Alameda Pirates are sitting at 8 turnovers for this first period.
Pass over on the far side to Cisneros. Now they try to get it into the center. Another turnover by the Pirates. Ball is intercepted in the lane by Anderson. Now it's going to be intercepted on the other end. Now it's going to be another takeaway, so turnovers back and forth here. As Mussman now runs it down into the left corner. That was Amy Anderson, excuse me. So a minute 14 left here, first period, 18-0 Fort Morgan. They get the ball into Riley Bauman, now to Nestor. Nestor hands it off to Shaver. She comes out to the point to set up the offense, gives it off to Anderson. She's being all hacked out there, and they finally call it. That's going to be on number 2, Misty Martinez. It'll be her first, team fourth. So Fort Morgan to inbounds far side. Mid-front court. Get the ball into Mussman, and errant pass there as Shaver was cutting to the basket. She reached back and tipped it off in the hand, so that will be a turnover for Fort Morgan. Back to the Pirates as they are Mustangs up 18-0 with just under a minute to go. First period. Another pass intercepted in the lane as Kelsey Shaver, or Hallie Shaver takes it. Now out of bounds, Alameda at the, no, they're going to give it to Alameda. I thought it was off of them. They're going to say it's off of Shaver. They get the ball in. Full court press still by the Lady Mustangs. As Martinez tries to get it up, it's going to be out of bounds though on the far side. I don't know if we have enough room in the turnover box to put all these down one right after another. So ball into Hallie Shaver down to 33 seconds. Now to Mussman. She gets it up. It's going to be through the hands and into the back court off of Amy Anderson. So turnover Mustangs. As Alameda now will inbounds. Far side, they get it back in, and a three shot is going to be up, and that is going to be up and good by Bianca Cisneros. So a three-pointer against the Alameda Pirates on the board. Amy Anderson looks to get it underneath to Bauman. Bauman now to Mussman. Mussman tries to drive down the right side. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Off of the Pirates and out of bounds with 2.7 seconds left in the first period. Fort Morgan to inbounds left of their basket as they throw it in, and it tipped away, so there will not be a shot at the end of the period. So at the end of one, the Lady Mustangs up 18-3 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at the start of the second period, Corey, what kind of turnovers did we have there in that first period?
11 for the Alameda Pirates and 4 for the Fort Morgan, Lady Mustangs.
You're trying to get Morgan and Fort and Lady in there all at the same time. So Alameda with first possession as the Mustangs still in their 2-3 defense. get the ball over to Lucero. She dribbles it up top, gets it off to Martinez as she is guarded by Kelsey Shaver. Now over on the right side, ball is tipped off of Hallie Shaver and out of bounds. So possession Alameda. They get it into Martinez. Martinez looks to set up the offense here as she gets it over to Bernard. Bernard now back to Lucero. It's going to be taken away, though, by Hallie Shaver. She gets it up, and now they're going to get it to Lewis, and her shot is just going to come up short, rebounded by the Alameda Pirates. As she is now trapped in the back court, going to be taken away. But Lindsay Nestor was on the sideline, so that will still leave the ball with Alameda. As they get the ball in the back court, 18-3 Fort Morgan with 7:10 left here in the first half. Ball to the baseline. Shot is going to be up and no good as Lindsay Nestor gets it on the far side. Hallie Shaver with the ball now. She gets it up to Kelsey. Kelsey picks up her dribble. Now gets it down to Haley Lewis in the box. Shot is going to be up and rolls across and off on the other side. She needs to use that backboard a little bit better. Now Martinez with the ball. She gets it over cross court to Cisneros. And that three is up and good. That's the only points they've had so far tonight is 2 threes by Cisneros. Nestor now at the free throw line gets it off to Shaver. Shaver's shot is going to be blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Jaylene Pierce. Be her first, and that will send Hallie Shaver to the line to shoot 2. High Plains Bank offers a wide variety of products that can be customized to fit your individual needs. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. First free throw up and no good. Shot number 2 coming up, and that is off the back of the rim and also no good. Rebounded, though, by Haley Lewis, and that is up and good on the putback for Lewis. 12 points on the night for Lewis. Tipped away by Lindsay Nestor into the hands of Lewis. Now there's going to be a foul called out front on Misty Martinez, and that will be her second, team 6th. A couple of substitutions now for the Pirates as Hallie Shaver gets ready to throw it in on far side. Gets it into Amy Anderson, who is back into the game for Mussman. Cross-court pass to Amy Anderson. She drives it down the left side. Her shot is going to be up and good from the baseline for Anderson. Her first 2 points of the night. 22-6 Fort Morgan in second period. Now they're saying it's going to be off of Alameda and off of Alameda and out of bounds, so Hallie Shaver will throw in for the Mustangs in front of the Pirate bench. She gets it in to Mussman, and she has come back in for Anderson. Lewis will jump from left elbow is up and good for Haley Lewis. Seems to drop him in from about anywhere. Now there's going to be a foul called on Mussman as Holquin tries to drive down the right baseline. So that will be her first, team 2nd.
Who's that again, Brian?
That was on Abby Mussman. Ball into V-Hill. Fort Morgan still in their 2-3 defense. They're going to call a travel before the pass on Lucero. So now Alameda to put on a full court press as Fort Morgan to get the ball in. They get it into Hallie Shaver up front to Haley Lewis. She's going to drive it all the way down, but she's going to dribble it off her leg and out of bounds about 10 feet from the basket. So turnover Fort Morgan is Alameda now will throw it in from the far end. Fort Morgan still with their full court press. It's going to be stolen in the back court by Hallie Shaver underneath to Abby Mussman. Up from the right side is Mussman. 4 points on the night for Abby Mussman. 26-6, 20-point lead here about halfway through. And now they're going to call a charging foul on Mussman, or a blocking foul, excuse me, as she was trying to get the charge. Third team foul on Fort Morgan, second on Mussman. As Riley Bauman is into the game for Nestor. Doc drives down the left baseline. She is double teamed, and her pass out to the side goes out of bounds. So another turnover by the Alameda Pirates now as Riley Bauman to trigger it in for the Mustangs in front of their own bench. She gets it into Haley Lewis. Lewis drives it all the way down to the basket. Her shot is going up and good. They will count it, and she will go to the line. 28-6 Fort Morgan. 4:29 to go, first half of play. So one shot for Lewis. Trinidad Benham serving area bean grower since 1921. Give them a call at 970-522-3595. And that shot was up and good by Lewis. Another steal in the back court. Kelsey Shaver with the steal and layup. 31-6 Fort Morgan. Alameda gets the ball up into the front court. Now they're going to call a reach foul, I believe, and that will be on Hallie Shaver, her second. Hallie Shaver and Abby Mussman each with the Fort Morgan fouls, each with 2. So 4 team fouls on the Mustangs, 7 on the Pirates. Another deep 3, and that is off the side of the rim and no good. It's going to be off of Jaylene Pearson out of bounds. So Fort Morgan will inbounds baseline as Shaver comes out and Lindsay Nestor back into the game. Kelsey Shaver gets it to Haley Lewis. Lewis picks up the dribble now over to Abby Mussman on the right wing. Kelsey Shaver out high, going to get it to Lewis. Little jumper from the left is going to call a foul on the floor. Settleson, Lindsay Nestor, I believe to the line, and that foul was on Bianca Cisneros. So Lindsay Nestor to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. First shot is off the rim and rolls around and goes in. So she will earn a second. Second shot off the backboard and also good for Lindsay Nestor. 2 points on the night for Nestor, 33-6 Fort Morgan. As Coach Andy Schoen has called off the full court press here with 3:36 to go in the first half. Gomez now over to Cisneros. Now it's going to be a travel. So another turnover here by the Pirates. What are we up to now for this period?
5 right now for the Alameda Pirates and 1 for the Mustangs.
Haley Lewis gets it over to Mussman. Mussman out of Shaver. Shaver stands way out at the point and holds the ball. Now it's going to bounce past to Nestor over on the left wing. Back to Shaver, back to Nestor. Nestor thought about a little head fake, drives to the left baseline. No foul called, but the shot is going to be up and good by Haley Lewis. Leading the way once again for the Lady Mustangs.
I got 19 points on the night for Lewis already.
Yeah, that's probably about right. Gomez over to Cisneros. Now is going to be back out to Gomez out at the point. Over on the left side, and that's going to be taken away by Lindsay Nestor. She's going to try to drive it all the way to the basket. Layup is going to be up and good for Lindsay Nestor from the left side. So Alameda will call a full timeout. So we'll take one with them with 2:23 to go. Lady Mustangs 37, the Lady Pirates 6 on B106 and B106.com. 2:23 to go, first half of the Lady Mustangs ball game with the Lady Pirates, as it is a 37-6 lead here for the Lady Mustangs. Pirates bring the ball down and get set up in their offense with Gutierrez. Over on the far side to Vigil. Vigil gets it back to Gutierrez. She's being guarded by Kelsey Shaver. Knocked out of the hand for a minute and then regained possession. Now over here on the close side to Holquin. Now a jumper from the left side is up and no good, but rebounded underneath by the Pirates. They're going to say there was a foul on the floor before the shot. And that will go on Mussman, her third. So they're probably going to look to get her out. Hallie Shaver to come in shortly, probably for Abby Mussman. Minute 46 to go, first half. We get the ball in the lane, and there's going to be a foul on Riley Bauman. Finally, somebody else got a foul besides Hallie Shaver and Abby Mussman. 16 fouls on Fort Morgan, 8 on the Lady Pirates. Now Mussman will come out, Hallie Shaver back into the game. As they try to get the ball in left baseline. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Alameda. Mustangs to inbounds as they get it into Kelsey Shaver. Kelsey down the right side picks up her dribble, gets it out to Hallie, being guarded out at the point by Gutierrez. Now they get it into the hands of Amy Anderson. Anderson now to Nestor over on the left side, cross court to Hallie Shaver. She dribbles it down. Shot is going to be up and no good, but she is going to be fouled on the shot, and she will go to the line to shoot two. I believe that foul was on Jaylene Pierce. Be her second. So Hallie Shaver will go to the line to shoot two, where she has missed her previous two. With 1:09 to go first half, this shot is much better up and in. Her her third point of the night for Shaver. She gets the ball, next shot off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Gutierrez. Gets it into the hands of Vigil. Off of Vigil's leg and out of bounds. So far for the Alameda Pirates, only 2 baskets tonight, each a 3 by Bianca Cisneros. And now a foul in the backcourt on Alameda. And that will be on Gutierrez. That will send Shaver back to the line. This time it will be a 2-shot foul, since that is the 10th team foul. Shot is up and good for Shaver. 4 points now on the night for Shaver. Second shot up. That one also up and good. 40-6 Lady Mustangs with a minute to go here, first half. Pass over into the left corner it's going to be taken away though by Kelsey Shaver. Nice script by Shaver. She gets it into the hands of Hallie Shaver. Being guarded out front by Gutierrez. Now bad pass over on the far side and out of bounds. Another turnover by the Lady Mustangs. We into double figures on the Mustangs on turnovers yet?
Total, where it's in about 7.
7? Not too bad for for a half. Going to be taken away in the front court, though, by Amy Anderson. Amy Anderson's going to try to drive it down, and it's going to be taken away from her by Martinez. Down to 20 seconds. Lindsay Nestor with the ball in the back court. Now there's going to be a foul on Alameda as they were trying to grab for the ball to get it away from Nestor. And that foul will go on Gutierrez, her second. So Nestor back to the line to shoot 2, where previously she was 2 for 2. Off the back of the rim, and this one is no good. She will get a second shot. And that is off the back of the rim and also no good, but they're going to say, I believe, number 32, Larissa Gomez, was into the lane early. So Nestor to get a redo on that last free throw. She tries to bank it off the backboard, I believe, but that one was just a high archer and nothing but net for that one for Nestor. 5 points on the night for Nestor, down to 14 seconds as Martinez hands it off up top to Vigil. Vigil now backs it out with 5 seconds left. Out at the top to Martinez. Her shot is up and rolls around and no good. So at the end of the first half, your Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs 41, the Lady Pirates of Alameda 6 on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School as we continue with the halftime show here. The rest of the games going on tonight in the Colorado 7 League has Elizabeth at Vista Peak, Englewood is at Skyview, and Weld Central is at Fort Lupton. Standings in the Colorado 7 is Elizabeth and Fort Morgan each at 3-0. Vista Peak, Englewood, and Weld Central each at 2-1. Skyview, Alameda, and Fort Lupton sit at 0-3. Overall, the Fort Morgan Mustangs are 4-6. Making a nice rebound tonight after a tough night last night as they hosted these Lady Sterling Tigers in not having a good outcome in that game. So a nice rebound here by the Mustangs as they lead 41-6 here in this at halftime. So coming up next will be the boys game tonight at 7 o'clock as they host, of course, as they host the Alameda Pirates. Our next broadcast will be next Tuesday right here from Fort Morgan High School as both boys and girls will host Elizabeth. The girls game is scheduled right now at 5:30 and the boys game is set for 7 o'clock. So as they get close to tipping off this, well, they won't even tip off, it'll be possession to the Mustangs when they do start the second half of play. So we'll see if the Mustangs can continue their dominance, and I don't know why they wouldn't.
Anyone that's listening, if you want to come in for the second game with the boys, that'll start at 7 o'clock. We'd love to see you here.
So Haley Lewis, Kelsey Shaver, Abby Mussman, Lindsay Nestor, and Hallie Shaver.
You'll get it right one of these days.
Well, maybe by the time the end of the season gets here, I'll figure it out. Hallie Shaver out at the top, and he gets it over to Nestor. Nestor now back to Shaver, to Mussman into Lewis on the right side. Shot is up and good to start off this second half for Haley Lewis. And Lewis, I believe, is averaging, let's see what she is averaging this year right now, as 13 points a game, so she's well over that. Sitting right now at 21. Taken away by Lewis. So turnover by Alameda to start this off. Now they get it underneath to Nestor. Nestor's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Mussman. Her shot no good, but she is going to be fouled. And she will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is on Lucero. First trip for Mussman to the charity stripe tonight. first free throw is up and off the backboard. I'm not sure that even drew iron. Farmers Insurance Agency, Brenda Robinette, your farmer's agent, will work to provide unique, customized coverage at an affordable price. 522-1341. That shot is up and good for Mussman. 5 points on the night for Mussman. Lady Pirates now bring the ball up, get it into the front court. Almost taken away by Kelsey. But retained by the Lady Pirates. As they work the ball around the perimeter, now try to drive it down the right side of the lane. Mustangs come away with the turnover. As Abby Mussman now in control with the ball. Gets it over to Hallie Shaver. So 2 turnovers here early on for the Alameda Lady Pirates. Nestor now to Lewis, then underneath to Kelsey Shaver, but her shot is up and off the side of the rim and no good. Taken away by Vigil. Now another turnover by Alameda, as that is off the hands of Vigil and out of bounds on the far side. Cisneros comes into the game for Lucero for the Lady Pirates. Hallie Shaver over to Nestor. Cross court to Mussman. Mussman for the shot from the right side is off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded underneath by Nestor. She gets it back to Mussman. Mussman in the lane. She's going to kick it out to Hallie Shaver, and that's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Haley Lewis. No good, and then a shot is blocked underneath, and a jump ball will be called under the basket. Possession to the Lady Pirates as the Lady Mustangs lead this 44-6. With 6 minutes left here in this third period. Pirates now to work their offense around here a little bit, trying to get a shot underneath. Ball travels away for a little bit, but retained by the Pirates. Over now on the far side to Bernard. Up top to Holquin. Now in the hands of Vigil as she tries to set up the offense once again over on the far side to Bernard. Out at the point. As Lindsay Nestor tries to tip the ball away, but retained by Alameda. Cisneros' pass over on the far side. Knocked away momentarily, but picked up by Bernard as she's guarded by Mussman. Over on the right side now to Cisneros. Now into the post. Shot is going to be up and no good on the left-handed hook by Cisneros. Pass down to Lewis. Lewis from the left side. Her banker is off the rim, no good, but on the far back side is Lindsay Nestor for the bucket. 7 points on the night for Nestor. 40-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs with 4:44 to go in the third period. Cisneros. Shot is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Hallie Shaver. Shaver takes it down the right side, picks up her dribble, now gives it to Kelsey Shaver. Going to be fought for out here at the three-point line. Now they're going to call, what do they call, a foul? They're going to call a foul on Haley Lewis. Be her first. Now Alameda makes 4 changes in the lineup as they will inbounds far side of the court in the backcourt. Martinez now hands it off to Cisneros. Cisneros over. She get it out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez is going to try to set up the offense once again for the Lady Pirates. Fort Morgan, they're going to call a travel on Gutierrez. So now we have, let's see who's coming in. We have a number 12. That is Madison Griffith, actually, that has come in for the Lady Mustangs along with Amy Anderson. And Riley Bauman have come in for the Mustangs. So So into the post now underneath to Amy Anderson. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded though by Madison Griffith. Mussman with a shot from the point is up and no good. Rebounded and kept in bounds by Anderson. Now the Mustangs to set up their offense as they get it into Bauman at the post. Pass out to Nestor and her shot no good. Rebounded though by Griffith. Mussman now out at the point to set up the offense. Over to Nestor over on the right side. Into the lane. It's going to be tipped away though by Alameda and taken away on the turnover. Now helter-skelter down here on the floor, and they're going to call a foul, I believe. That will be on, who did I say that was? Madison Griffith. Be her first. Alameda to get the ball into the back court, or into the front court, excuse me. Griffith guarding Martinez. They hand it off to Gutierrez as they try to work it around. Another three up and off the backboard and no good by Cisneros. Taken away by the Mustangs. 46-6 with 2:50 to go here in this third period. Lindsay Nestor now picks it up at the three-point line. Back out to Mussman over to Griffith. As the Lady Mustangs, they get it to Anderson down on the baseline. Tipped away from Anderson. And taken by the Lady Pirates. Martinez on the far side to Cisneros as she's being guarded by Bauman. Tipped away by Abby Mussman. She's going to be up and no good. Tipped over into the corner and saved by Alameda. 2:12 to go here, third period. Mustangs up 46-6. Now they're going to call a blocking foul on Nestor. Be her first. So Alameda inbounds near side in front of their own bench. We get the ball into Gutierrez. Handed off to Apodaca. And we have Sari Lopez, I believe is her name, number 11 for the Lady Pirates into the game now, also down to a minute 40 in the third period, 46-6. As the Pirates look to work the ball around, and ball is out of bounds off of Cisneros. So Fort Morgan to inbounds from the far end as Abby Mussman brings the ball up with a minute 30. Now to Griffith, over to Mussman, over to Nestor on the right wing. As Nestor is going to shoot it. And that is up and good for the two by Lindsay Nestor. 4 points here in the third period for Nestor. 9 points on the night. 48-6 with a minute 10 to go here, third period. Martinez keeps the ball alive, kicks it out to Apodaca. Now she picks up her dribble. Drives it into the lane. Ball is going to be taken away by Abby Mussman, though, and tipped away back from her by Gutierrez. And another blocking foul at the basket by Nestor, her second. So that will put Ariella Apodaca to the line to shoot two. Holly Dock comes into the game for Lopez. 48.2 seconds to go here in the third period. First shot is up and bounces around and is no good. So she will get a second. She puts it up, and that one is up and good for their 7th point of the game, 48-7. Griffith cross court to Nestor, now up high to shot from the right side is going to be up and good by Madison Griffith. Nice looking shot from the left wing. 50-7, Fort Morgan with 25 seconds in the third period. Now a travel is going to be called on Holquin as Madison Griffith was there to alter the pass that she was going to make and made her travel. So down to 20 seconds here, third period. Nestor now out at the top, over to Anderson out on the high right wing. Riley Bauman out at the point. Mussman now holds the ball out high back to Griffith. You get the ball to Mussman. She goes down the left side. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but she will go to the line to shoot two with 2 seconds left. And that foul is going to be on Bianca Cisneros. So Mussman back to the line to shoot two. Go ahead.
That should be her third. Yep. I'm showing two.
Now I have her down for just two.
Really? Okay.
So Mussman's first shot is no good. Second shot coming up here with just 2 seconds left. That's also no good. She was on the line, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. So 50-7 here with 2 seconds left, third period. So you get the ball in, and that's the way this third period will come to an end. Lady Mustangs lead this one 50-7 on B106 and B106.com. Bride Nickel with Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School as we get ready to start this fourth period with the Lady Mustangs up 50-7. Fort Morgan will inbounds mid-court as Caitlin Wells, Riley Bauman, Amy Anderson, Kelsey Klaus, and Michaela Forsyth on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. As the starters get a well-deserved rest, putting up this big lead. Forsyth now gets it over to Wells. Wells to Anderson. Anderson loses it out of bounds, but I believe it was tipped out of her hands. Let's see, we have a number 4. I do not have the name of that young lady for the Pirates. Now they're going to call a travel on Michaela Forsyth, so turnover to the Alameda Lady Pirates. Number 4 would be Romero for the Lady Pirates as they work their offense down at the far end. Shot is up and no good, taken away by Amy Anderson. She gets it into the hands of Wells as she brings it up across half court, gets it to Forsyth, back to Wells. Forsyth back to Wells, out at the point with 7 minutes left here, fourth period. Kelsey Klaus gets it in to Riley Bauman. Bauman's going to kick it back out to Anderson, back to Wells, back to Forsyth. As this second unit works the ball around, Kelsey Klaus for a shot from the right side is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Pierce. Now Martinez brings the ball up, gets it off into the corner to Romero. She drives it down the right side. Now a shot from the right side is up and no good. Doesn't even catch any rim. Taken away by Wells. Wells being guarded out top by Gutierrez. Gets it off to Anderson now. Now over to Forsyth. Back out to Wells out at the point. Anderson now faked the shot, but she tried to get it Klaus and tipped off of the hands of Kelsey Klaus and out of bounds. Madison Griffith back into the game for Anderson, as Anderson is going to come out. His first varsity play for Madison Griffith. This year she may be taking the place of Allie Keller, as Keller will not be back to play, I don't believe, this year. So that foul will be on Griffith. That will be her second. So Alameda to inbounds in front of their bench near side. They look to get the ball in. That was a 5-second. We're going to call a timeout. Alameda. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. So what are we looking at for turnovers in this period? Not quite as bad.
No, not quite as bad in this second half here. For the second half, we have the Lady Alameda Pirates at 6 and the Lady Mustangs at 5.
So not quite the sloppy ball that we were seeing early on, so that'll make this game speed up just a little bit. Trinidad Benham serving area bean growers since 1921. Give them a call at 970-522-3595 for all your dry bean needs. They are proud supporters of Northeastern Colorado sports. As the Pirates get the ball in, shot is going to be up and good on a little runner from the right side, and also a foul. And that foul will be on Michaela Forsyth, her first. And the bucket goes to Missy Martinez, her first 2 points of the night. She gets ready to shoot her free throw, and that is up and good. So 50-10 now for the Lady Mustangs with 5:40 to go here in the fourth period. Ball knocked away but picked up at midcourt by Griffith. Griffith now to Forsyth. We're going to call Forsyth for the travel. Almost called it before she had the ball in her hands.
Yep.
So Anderson in for Forsyth. Now Alameda will inbounds in front of the Mustang bench with Martinez in control. She gets it off to Doc over on the right side. She drives it down into the lane, then kicks it out. A three is up from the left side, up and no good. Rebounded by Wells. Wells brings it down into the front court. Almost travels, but she gets it back from Klaus. Now back over to Griffith. Wells now to Anderson over on the left side. Anderson down at the baseline. Gets it out to Wells. Wells on the far side to Griffith. Klaus now, a shot from the right side is up and no good. Rebounded by Pierce. 4:50 to go now in the game. Ball over on the left side. Now a bounce pass underneath as she is wide open. And that is Holly Dock for the bucket. Her first 2 points of the night. Anderson, her jumper from the left side, up and no good. Rebounded though by Griffith. Tipped away from Griffith, now taken back by Griffith, but a foul is called on Misty Martinez. That should be her third. So Fort Morgan to inbounds left baseline of their basket. 17 fouls on the Mustangs, 3 on Alameda, as they have one substitution coming in. That is Lucero coming in. Martinez takes a seat. Get it in to Klaus on the left baseline. Now to Forsyth out high, over to Anderson out at the point. She drives it into the lane. Her jumper's off the front of the rim and no good. It's going to be off of Anderson and out of bounds. So 50-12 with 4:14 to go here in the contest, as the starters for Fort Morgan have seen their last playing time of the night. Doc now drives it into the lane. Her shot is going to be up off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Anderson, and she starts dribbling up court with 4 minutes to go. 50-12. Lady Mustangs. Forsyth back to Wells to Griffith. And she tries to bounce pass it. Klaus with a shot from the left side, and that is up and good for Kelsey Klaus. Her first basket of the night, 52-12, with 3.5 to go. Gutierrez picks up her dribble now over on the right side to Romero. Shot up and no good. Rebounded. Shot is going to be up and no good also by Doc, or by Pierce. Taken away. A blocking foul now on the Alameda Pirates, and that will be Romero. for her first personal. 4 team fouls, so no shooting fouls yet, as the Mustangs will now inbounds right baseline of their basket. Wells looks to get it in. They get it in to Klaus. Tipped away, but picked up by Forsyth. Now to Anderson at the free throw line. Her jumper up and no good. Rebounded by Klaus. She's going to get it out to Griffith. Griffith, a left base jumper up and no good. And now a jump is going to be called, and that will be possession arrow to Alameda with 3:05 to go. Mustangs up 52-12. Gutierrez brings the ball up, as she will be greeted out at the top, and then over on the left side, tipped away. Now back to Gutierrez. Doc now with the ball as she gets it over on the left side. Long three is off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Forsyth. Forsyth takes it all the way down, and then turns out to the corner, gives it off to Wells. Under 3 minutes, 2.5 to go. Cross-court pass shot is going to be up and blocked and taken by the Pirates. And now a jump will be called as Griffith tries to get the ball back, and they will tie it up. So possession arrow to the Lady Mustangs. Riley Bauman in now for Amy Anderson. Mustangs inbounds to Forsyth, now to Griffith. They're going to call the travel as Bauman went to pass and left her feet and then came back down. Alameda now with 2:15 to go will bring the ball up court with Vigil. Vigil now to Doc. Try to get the ball underneath, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Another turnover by the Lady Pirates. Fort Morgan to inbounds far into the court now, as well as gets the ball up court to Forsyth. Goes through her hands, but run down. Now to Bauman, and they're going to call a foul on Alameda. And that will be on Larissa Gomez, her first. So Fort Morgan to inbounds left baseline of their basket with 1:56 to go, up 52-12. Wells looks to get it in. She gets it into Klaus. Now to Griffith. Griffith takes it out to the point. Now to Forsyth over on the left side. Now to Bauman underneath. Now to Klaus. Nice job on the offense there to run that offense and get the open shot there for Kelsey Klaus. 4 points on the night for Klaus. 54-12 with 1.5 minutes left here in this game as the Mustangs tie it up once again, but this time it will be possession arrow to Alameda. Pierce comes in, and Doc will go take a seat now for the Lady Pirates, as they will now inbounds left baseline of their basket. They get it in. Nice block underneath by Klaus, and then she is fouled underneath by that. They're going to put that on Larissa Gomez. That will be her second. Only 16 fouls, so no shooting fouls here for the Mustangs. 1:25, 54-12. Lady Mustangs now as the Mustangs work to get their offense set up here, as the ball is going to be taken away by Vigil. Not a good pass, but taken away in the backcourt by Forsyth. Now Mustangs will now control the ball here with 1 minute left here in this game as they get the ball into Forsyth. Now to Griffith for a three, and that's off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Wells. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by the Pirates as they get the ball up quickly to Vigil, drives it down the lane, and they're going to call an offensive foul as Riley Bauman, or as Caitlin Wells, takes the charge under the basket. It's a nice job by Wells to stand in there. And I believe that is going to go on Savannah Vigil, her first. So 47 seconds left. 54-12 as the Lady Mustangs bring the ball up court. They get it over to Griffith. to Wells, now to Forsyth on the far side. Back out to Wells down at the point. Now a foul is going to be called, and this one will also be on Savannah Vigil, her second. That will be a 1-and-1 now for Caitlin Wells. Caitlin Wells on the year right now is shooting, well, she's 0 for 2 so far from the free throw line. That is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Alameda to Romero as she drives it down, and now a three is going to be taken up top. No good. Rebounded by the Mustangs with 20 seconds left as Griffith brings the ball up past half court. Gets it off to Forsyth. Now to Griffith to Wells. They just want them to back it out and run this clock down. Now they get it over to Forsyth. She does run it down with 5 seconds now, as they will just hold the ball. So the Lady Mustangs will come away victorious tonight, 54-12. We will be back with the post-game show on B106 and B106.com. This Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. Well, big victory here tonight for the Lady Mustangs as they defeat the Lady Pirates of Alameda 54-12. Scoring tonight for the Alameda Pirates is Misty Martinez with 3, Apodaca with 1, Holly Dock with 2, and Cisneros with 6. For your Lady Mustangs, the leading scorer tonight is Haley Lewis with 21, followed by Lindsay Nestor with 9, Kelsey Shaver with 6, Abby Mussman with 5, Kelsey Klaus with 4, Amy Anderson with 2, and Madison Griffith also with 2 for your Lady Mustangs. I believe got everybody in there. I think Corey's got some other numbers for us from the game.
Well, we'll just do turnovers first here for the Lady Pirates. They had 28 for the game, and the Lady Mustangs had 19. For rebounds, for the Lady Pirates, they had 10 for the game, and we'll go ahead and give those girls that got those rebounds. Misty Martinez with 1, Diana Holquin with 1, Valencia Lucero with 1, Jaylene Pierce with 5, and Haley Dock with 1, and Larissa Gomez with 1. For the Lady Mustangs, they had 26 rebounds, and almost everyone on the team had a rebound, so we'll go through those names for you. Caitlin Wells with 2, Kelsey Shaver with 3, Hallie Shaver with 2, Amy Anderson with 2, Riley Bauman 1, Haley Lewis with 3, Abby Mussman 4, Lindsay Nestor 2, Kelsey Klaus with 3, and Griffith with 3.
So nice job here by the Lady Mustangs as they come in and do what they're supposed to do here with some of these teams that aren't, quite as good as what the Mustangs are. They put them away early as they led 18-3 after 1, 41-6 at half, and 50-7 at the end of the third period, and then finally rounding it out 54-12. So next up for the Lady Mustangs, they will be home next Tuesday. 5:30 contest with Elizabeth That will be also a double header, as the boys will then play at 7. So the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs now sitting at 4-0 in league. I believe that up them now to 5-6 overall. So standings looking good in the Colorado 7 league for the Lady Mustangs. As who did I say was coming? Englewood is Elizabeth is going to be coming to town next Tuesday. So we will take another break here and then be back and look over what the boys are up to here tonight as far as taking on the Alameda Pirates here on B106 and B106.com. I think the boys here, as we will continue here, as they're warming up out here, the Fort Morgan Mustang boys come into this contest also at 3-0. Alameda comes in sitting at 1-2. Fort Morgan sits atop the Colorado 7 League all alone, and from what I understand, I was told the other night that this may be the first time since like 1959 that the Mustangs actually lead the conference by themselves. So
that's all right, it's good to hear.
Yeah, so they're on a path here leading up towards eventually to the playoffs, but that will be to the end of February. So standings in the Colorado 7 League for the boys is Fort Morgan, as we said, is 3-0. Skyview is 2-1. Vista Peak is 2-1. Fort Lupton is 2-1. Elizabeth sits at 1-2, as does Alameda and Weld Central. And Englewood brings up the pack at 0-3. Playing games tonight is Skyview at Englewood, Fort Lupton at Weld Central, and Elizabeth at Vista Peak. So hopefully the Mustangs will have a comeback. They had kind of they lost last night 50-38. Made some inroads there in that fourth period. It was up to a 20-point lead at one time and ended up getting beat by 12. But
Sterling was just putting up a heck of a defense last night. It was hard for them to even get a shot in edgewise.
Yeah, Sterling had a pretty aggressive defense. I don't think we'll probably see that from Alameda. So another chance for the boys to continue their perfect season here in the Colorado 7 League as they take on the Alameda Pirates here. About a little under 6 minutes left here in the warm-up. So we will be back with more of the post-game show and maybe a pre-game show here on B106 and B106.com.